Okay, so I feel like a lot of you are taking control of your life and making decisions that are actually healthy for you. And I feel like you're really having this new beginning, this new start after a long period of feeling very confused. Where do I go from here? What do I choose? You know, anxiety. I feel like you're having this new beginning, this new start. Let's see. So I feel like I feel like a lot of you guys were pushed almost. Not like it was like, oh, I want to do this, but it was like you were pushed into having to heal yourself and work on yourself deliberately, very, very hard, after you got your heart broken by someone who could have been very, you know, they didn't care about your feelings. They were very about themselves. And I feel like you were forced into healing yourself. And yeah, so I feel like you're starting to use your intuition about that situation. And I feel like, yeah, I feel like this situation caused you or pushed you into having like a bunch of like realizations. I feel like you got so much insight from this, and almost like you took like a lesson from this and you learned a lot from this, and almost like you took advice from this situation. Like you have advice by yourself from this situation, from this lesson, how to move forward in future relationships, friendships. Okay? Yeah, I feel like someone stopped giving to you in order to give to other options. And they did this in a very sneaky way. So, yeah, they were in a very toxic energy and they went to go give to other options, and they did it in a sneaky way. So whether they lied to you or whether they, you know, tried to manipulate the situation, you know, they were very deceiving, okay? Very deceiving and disrespectful. So you became guarded because you had the understanding that this was going to work out, like we were going to, you know, work on this. And you were waiting for this person to come through and be a mature person and just come through with the same energy you were giving out. And I feel like this person communicated something to you, or you saw something. But I'm getting for a lot of you, they communicated something to you, and this was like where the ending happened, or this is when you guys stopped talking as much, or like this is basically where the ending happened, okay? They communicated something and it just caused an ending. I don't know. Let's keep going. So yeah, and this like I keep saying, it's like you were forced into healing yourself and having to stay committed to yourself and healing yourself. And this wasn't easy. You were very burdened and irritated, frustrated, almost angry for some of you, because you still had feelings for this person. After what they did to you, you still had to heal yourself, and you still felt like, you know, why? Like, why? And you still, some of you guys were still like holding on to them, or holding on to basically like what could have been, like, or what that could have came out of this. So I feel like at the time you weren't seeing this, but this definitely was to push you into this new beginning and almost balance yourself out and realize who you really are. And like I feel like now you're manifesting crap like crazy. Some of you guys might have noticed, some of you guys might not notice, but you're manifesting like crazy. And a lot of you guys have this nurturing ability, and it makes people feel very comfortable. You're a very comforting type of person, and even if you don't feel like you come across as that, it's almost like your energy is very comforting. So yeah, I feel like this person definitely went to other options or to a third party. They offered their emotions to this person, and they now are starting to feel stuck and ignored by this person who they chose over you. So now they're actually trying to get back at that person, and they're very like angry at that person. They're very much like talking shit about them. They're angry about this person. and very regretful because they feel like they should have worked on things with you. Okay, they feel like you were the stable one, you were the nurturing one, you were God's gift to them, and they just threw that out the window to go to this person who things didn't even work out with. So now he feels like, damn, like this is almost like his justice. He's starting to see things differently, and he's like, damn, like this is my justice, this is my karma, this is, you know, because they left you high and dry, and they're getting mental clarity that they haven't spoken to you, and it's like they're very defensive choosing this third party over you. Very defensive. They're not happy with their decision at all. So now they're starting to feel left out in the cold by you. Like maybe you're not chasing them, or maybe they're just really regretting their decisions to the point where they feel left out in the cold. Like things could have gone differently if they didn't do this or make that decision to take their time with you and choose other people and mess with you. And I feel like they're very like, this is affecting like their stability and their home life because they're feeling very conflicted over this situation. Let's see really quick how, oops, hold on. Let's see really quick how this person is feeling towards you currently so we can get their current energy. Also, if I give you a reading, I can get your specific energy and your person's specific energy. So it'll be like 10 times better. It's only $10, so email me below. Okay, let's see how they're feeling. Let's see how they're feeling. Yeah, exactly. They feel like you were literally like their end all be all. You were like the highest option they could possibly ever get in this lifetime. God's gift. And they decided to take their time with you, not speak to you, go work on other things. And it's just, it's crazy almost. Like, yeah. They thought they were going towards stability and happiness with this past person, and now they feel left out in the cold by them. So it's like, this is really making them think like, damn, like they're thinking of everything they did wrong, everything they could have done, like very much thinking like that. And yeah, they see you as their complete wish fulfillment. Like I said, you're a very nurturing person, and maybe that other person was the complete opposite. That's what I'm getting, okay? And like this relationship that they had with this other person was extremely codependent, extremely toxic, just so bad for both of them. So I feel like it didn't end in the best way, and I feel like it was like it took a while for this to happen. It might have taken a long time, matter of fact. But now that it happened, it's blowing up, and it's a big thing that's happening between them right now. So you probably don't want anything to do with that. So they definitely want to come in. They could want to have sex with you. I'm not saying that's all they want at all. I'm saying that that is definitely something that's on their mind. They want to come in, and I feel like some of these people could think that if they come in and give you sex, that that'll make everything better, or that will give you your justice, which is very immature thinking. That's not for all of you. So they feel like you healed, you're happy, you've healed your emotions, and you're just ignoring them, or you're not going to take their offer. That's how they're feeling, and this is causing them to see things very differently and almost very defensive that they didn't make this decision on you. Very defensive, very conflicted. It's almost like a very angry feeling towards themselves. They're heartbroken over whatever happened with this third party, and they're mostly heartbroken that they left you to go work on this third party just for it not to work out. Okay? They feel like they should have used their intuition and made a decision. They feel like they weren't mature, and they feel like, yeah, they weren't being mature, and this is a hit to their ego for them to finally realize, wait a minute, I was acting like a little bitch, okay? And now they're very guarded that they didn't offer you this commitment. They didn't offer you this commitment. So now they feel stuck, and they're very angry. They're not okay in any way, shape, or form. So if you see them on social media acting like they're okay, they're not. They're having huge realizations about you. They feel like you're completely independent. You're okay with being single. You're okay with your life. And they're the opposite. I'm getting a very codependent energy. They always need someone. They always need reassurance. And you don't. Okay? So the fact that this is affecting their finances and career, like they can't focus because of this ending, it's really affecting them, and it's almost causing them to feel anger towards themselves and the situation because it's affecting their life. And it's not in a little small way, it's in a huge way. It's taking up their life, their thoughts, everything. And that's why they want to balance things out with you. That's why they want to come shooting in, because they want a new beginning. They want a new start with you, because this is really affecting their life now. And they're not okay with it affecting their life, God forbid. So, yeah, look, the fact that they juggled you, is causing them sleep deprivation. They're not sleeping at all. And it's not that I feel bad for them, but it's like, damn, like, we're all human, and it's like, you never want someone to feel like that, but it's like, everything happens for a reason. So this could essentially be their karma. Who knows? It's all God's timing, okay? Yeah, just the fact that they didn't give to you completely burdens them. They're also aware that you could be frustrated or angry with them. Even if you're not, this is how they're viewing the situation, because they'd probably be angry at them if they were you. So yeah, definitely holding on to you. They're holding on to the fact that they snuck behind your back and chose these options over you. And it's like they're seeing something that they weren't seeing before. So if you're thinking, well, if they feel like this, why didn't they do this before, or why did they choose that person? It's like they didn't see this. They are seeing something now that they weren't seeing before, and it's something huge. It's a huge realization, causing a tower moment within their life. So yeah, very regretful. They want to work on things with you. They see you as their end-all be-all, and this is what they want. They want to come in, they want to celebrate, they want to work on things with you. And for some of them, they might want to act like everything is okay and just start celebrating and everything's fine and just get over it like that. And I feel like for a lot of you, it's not that easy, because you went through a lot of hurt regarding this situation.